Hey, my loves, it's me, Keisha, and I'm here with tonight's All Tea, All Shade Real Housewives of Dubai Season 1, Episode 3 review. I have some behind the scenes tea for you guys. So, none other than Nina from the Real Housewives of Dubai inboxed me this week. Hey, Nina girl. She inboxed me and said, heard your YouTube recap of Real Housewives of Dubai, and I laughed so hard. Even though you wrongfully shaded me, it's all good. You are hilarious in your reviews. So I responded, hi, Nina. Thank you for tuning into my recap. My channel is all about entertainment, cracking jokes, and having fun. It's all love. Congrats on the show. You ladies are killing it. I would love to have you on at the end of the season. Let me know if that's something you're interested in. Have a wonderful day. And she responded and she said, hi, darling. No worries at all. It was so hilarious. I know people only see what's being shown and go based on that. So many times I want to say, no, not true. I would never do / say that, but it's all good and entertaining. Yes, would love to join you someday soon. I just wanted to say you are so funny and I enjoyed your channel. You bring entertainment to the reviews. Keep up the amazing work. And I responded, thank you so much. Great. I'll reach out to you near the end of this season. So shout out to you, Nina. I'm so glad that she gets it, that it's all for entertainment and just for giggles. I didn't say anything too bad. I had to go back and watch it like, oh, Lord, what did I say about this lady? But it's all love, and just shout out to her for even reaching out to me and watching my review. Also want to remind you guys that this Friday at 6 p.m. Central Time is my interview with Tasha Lyons from Love and Marriage DC. She'll give us all the behind the scenes tea on what we have seen thus far this season. Next Tuesday, you guys, me and Sharita will be dropping a teaser of our It Started with Wanda podcast. We're going to drop a teaser episode next Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Time. And then, you guys, on July 23rd, I'll be dropping the video and pictures of my outfits from my Keisha capsule collection with Pretty Girl Parlor Curvy Teak. I'll break down all of the outfits, the price, and everything, my discount code. And that Friday, June 24th, everything will be on sale. So be on the lookout for all of that. Now let's get into tonight's episode. Start off tonight's episode with Milan having her first fashion show ever for Mina Rowe. She has Ayan there and another gentleman that works with her. They're going to pick out models. She's super excited because she'll be debuting her non-maternity line, and she goes on to let us know that her husband actually is the CFO of Mina Rowe, and that initially when he invested in the company, he didn't really believe in it. He said that he believed in her, but he didn't really believe in the business. So this is really huge for her to really prove to him that, you know, this wasn't just a fluke. You know what I'm saying? So Ayan, we also find out that she has a modeling agency. So she's the one providing the models for the fashion show. And she was like, oh, and remember, we need some more supersized models. And Milan, Lisa was like, it's not super size, it's plus size. And she was like, oh. Woo, Ayan tickles the hell out of me, child. I holler. She gonna say, I'm really learning my English words. Like I've learned the word verbatim. I went to the bank and I told the teller to give me my money verbatim. It's like, girl, that is wrong. Wrong, child. Wrong usage of the word. But you trying, girl. You pretty at the end of the day. We then see our new friend, Nina, and her children meet up with Caroline Stanberry and her son to have a little staycation pajama jam at this sickening hotel. I believe this is the same hotel that the Beverly Hills girls stayed in when they went to Dubai, because I remember Lisa Vanderpump being in a room with an aquarium outside the window, and that's what we see at this hotel. When you open up the windows, there's a big ass aquarium and all these beautiful exotic fishes and everything. It's so magical, it's so beautiful, it's so rich and just luxe. So she and Caroline sit down and talk while the kids are eating, and Nina goes on to say that, you know, in the beginning she thought that Caroline was standoffish and didn't like her, because when Caroline would see her, she'd kind of just be like, okay, hi girl, all right, bye. But she was like, once I got to know you, you know, we really hit it off. And like, who would have thought that we would be doing a slumber party together now? And Caroline was like, you know, a lot of people think that, you know, I'm mean or whatever, but it's really, you know, my anxiety. Like, I don't like small talk. And I connected with Caroline with that. I'm not a small talk girl. I suck at it. I'm horrible at it. Like, when people meet me in real life, they expect to get the Keisha that does YouTube, but in real life, I'm very quiet. I'm very observant. I'm not all loud and boisterous and cussing. And no, that's just not me. That's my persona. And it's a part of me, don't get me wrong, but that's a piece of me that I use for this space. It's not my everyday persona. I'm the one that's laid back in the cut, minding my own business. And like I said, I have sucked at small talk my whole life. So I understood where Caroline was coming from with that. But she also goes on to say that she doesn't think that a lot of the other girls really get her, because she was like, her and Nina can get into an argument, but she knows that she can settle it with her, but she doesn't feel like she can do that with some of the other girls in their group. Caroline's teenage daughter then arrives, and Caroline makes a statement about, like, I can't believe one day Sergio is going to want a baby, like a third child. And her daughter was like, absolutely not. I don't know what you thought, sis, but that will not be happening no time while I'm around. She was like, you already got a third child with him. He already acts like a man child. Like, absolutely not. And so she was like, but no, he's going to want a baby. I'm not talking about it today. I'm freezing my eggs. And the daughter was like, you are sadly mistaken, sis. You can shut that down right now. And so I'm looking at the daughter like, okay, so it ain't just me. She was saying it like a joke, but I feel like there was some underlying truth there that she don't really see it for Sergio like I don't see it for Sergio, because like I said, I feel like Sergio and Caroline playing for the same damn team. They want the same damn meat at the end of the night. My girl Ayan and Lisa meet up for lunch at this really cute restaurant, and Ayan comes with a big ass stew pot and sits it in the third seat. And it's a gift for Brooks, who's about to meet them, and she takes the lid off the pot, and it's a pot full of lemons. Like, why did she put it in a pot? Like, she ain't got no Tupperware. She ain't got no pretty bowls. Like, what is going on here? And Milan was like, why you giving her lemons? She was like, because she's so bitter. So Brooks arrives, and she was like, what is this? She was like, it's a gift. And so Brooks opens up the lid, and she was like, what is this? I'm supposed to make lemons out of lemonade? She was like, yeah, girl. So Brooks sits down, and it's awkward in the beginning. Like, Lisa side-eyeing Brooks or whatever, like giving her these dirty looks. And then Ayan pops it off like, I want to talk about what happened at Nina's dinner. Like, you know, we was going back and forth, and Brooks was like, I think we all regret, you know, certain things that happened that night. And Ayan then breaks it down for her that she had already told her husband was out of town, had been out of town for a month because his sister was sick. So she was alone. Her mother was sick. Her sister was sick. She had a lot going on. So when Brooks called her that morning, telling her that Caroline said she wasn't important or whatever, she just felt like she needed to concentrate on herself and her own stuff because there was just too much negativity. So Brooks was like, I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know you had all that going on. And Lisa was like, well, I feel like the big thing that needs to be discussed is, did Caroline say that this girl wasn't important? Brooks then clarifies that she was the one that said it. She was like, I was the one that said Caroline only invited the people that were important to her. So Lisa was like, why would you say that to your friend? Like, why would you do that? And she was like, I was just saying it like in banter, like F you, whatever the case may be. And Ayan in her confessional was like, Who calls their friend at 7 o'clock in the morning to make them feel bad? Like, I ain't peed, I ain't brushed my teeth, I ain't had my coffee, my cream of wheat. Like, let me pee first, at least, before you come to me with the bullshit. And so I'm really siding with Ayan on this, because why would you take a dig like that at your friend? Like, that's weirdo behavior. But even when Ayan was just on Watch What Happens Live, she says that this is the way her and Brooks' relationship is. They go back and forth. They always fighting, but at the end of the day, they're friends. So if that's the type of friendship they want to have with each other, they go right on ahead. I personally don't have friends like that, but that's cute for them. So both of the girls end up apologizing to each other, but Brooks was like, it really still pains me that you and Caroline still have issues. And Chanel was like, I feel like she singled me out on purpose. I feel like, she didn't want to invite me. And it just made me, feel bad. Like, nobody wants to be excluded when we're in a group of friends and I'm the only one that you don't invite to something. Like, that's a blatant, pretty much F you. So Brooks was like, why don't you just call her so y'all could talk? And Milan stepped in. She was like, why she got to be the bigger person to call? She is not calling her. Absolutely not. And Ayan was like, exactly. Why would I call her? She's 50. I'm a child. I love Ayan. I love her. So they all cracking up. And Milan was like, no, you need to tell her she needs to call Ayan and apologize, because she is not calling her. And I was like, okay. Milan even went as far as to call Caroline bitchy. And she said that she even feels like she excluded Ayan on purpose. But this is the reason why I go back and forth with Lisa, because I love Lisa, because I grew up watching her on College Hill. But my thing is, if you felt like she was excluding your best friend on purpose, why did you go? Why did you go? Why did you go? Remember, you had plans to go shopping to Hermes with, or was it Chanel? It was one of the stores, Hermes or Chanel, with Ayan. So why did you go if you knew that this lady was being bitchy towards your so-called best friend? It's like she wants to stick up for Ayan, but then she still does like little shady shit, like go to events that she know her friend is being excluded from. Because with my best friend, you invite me and then you don't invite her, and we're in this friend group and I know you being messy and shady, I'm not going. Period. Brooke's shady ass in her confessional says this is what they do. They team up together. They like Pinky and the Brain, Dumb and Dumber, Ren and Stimpy. I was like, oh, no, she didn't. Now we see who's the problem in this situation. It is, in fact, Brooks. Like, Brooke fake as fuck. I don't know why they deal with her. Why do they deal with this chick? Because she is fake as hell. No, she didn't call them Dumb and Dumber. Hell no. She said that when she called them Pinky and the Brain, she said Lisa is the brain and Ayan is most definitely Pinky. Child, we gotta fight. Brooks and Caroline then meet up because Caroline is getting some, facials and stuff done before her wedding. And the med spa that they went to, she's actually the face of, so she gets a lot of stuff done for free or whatever. And Brooks in her confessional was like, I feel like it's just a bit too much. She ain't that influential. I'm like, so this chick is just an overall hater. And I can't wait for the reunion for all of them to call her ass out, because she is a confessional gangster. She got a lot to say, but then she in everybody's face grinning and kissing their ass, but then she want to say all this stuff behind everybody's back. So yeah, I'm really not feeling Brooks at all. Brooks then put Sarah on blast by saying she's the one that really knows everything about plastic surgery, because she's had everything done from the rooter to the tutor. And then the shady producers show a before and after pic of sis. And baby, that is a whole new woman. Child, I thought that was homegrown beauty. I mean, she was a nice looking woman before, but she's dropped dead gorgeous now, so the money was well spent. But baby, you would not even know that was the same damn person. Shit, big ups to her damn surgeon, child. Caroline's getting her work done. She asks Brooke to tell her all the tea. So Brooke tells her that she met up with Ayan and Lisa, and how Lisa said that she needs to apologize to Ayan. And Caroline was like, when hell freezes over, that is not happening. And in her confessional, she even goes as far as to call Lisa a gnat that follows in behind her. And basically, she needs to mind her business because her issue is with Ayan and not her. And then she says to Caroline or Brooks that they just blindly back each other and follow in behind each other. And I was like, oh, all of y'all are getting testy this episode. Everybody got a lot to say. I can't wait till this shit is said face to face. Ooh, now she done called my girl a gnat. That's rude. Can she at least be a butterfly? God damn. So it's the day of the Mina Rowe fashion show, and Lisa's getting her makeup done, and Ayan is there with her, and she tells Ayan that everybody RSVP'd except for her bestie. And she was like, no, not Stanberry. And she was like, yeah. So they do a flashback to earlier that day when Lisa received a text message from Caroline stating that she wouldn't be able to come, but I knew you wasn't expecting me to be there anyway. I got a lot of wedding stuff going on. And so Lisa was like, why wouldn't I have expected you to be there? But okay, girl, whatever. So she goes on to tell Ayan that, you know, this is what she does. Like, she singled you out before and we had an issue with that. Now she's doing it again. And in her confessional, she was like, I hope she doesn't think her not coming is gonna sink or float my event. Like, it's still gonna pop, like, at the end of the day. And so what, she didn't come, it really don't matter to me. And even though Lisa said to tell her she needs to apologize to Ayan, that doesn't have anything to do with her coming to her event. So I do think that was shady, and I do think that she took it too far. So at this point now we know that Stanberry not only has beef with Ayan, but now she got beef with Milan as well. And Ayan was even like, I wish she would have came. Like, I wanted her to be here for you. She was like, I feel like she didn't come because of me, and that makes me feel bad. And Lisa was like, girl, this ain't got nothing to do with you. This is all on her. So I don't like the fact that Caroline didn't come, because at the end of the day, she still showed up for you at your bachelorette party despite her friend not being invited. So that was messed up to me. I didn't like that. Fashion show finally begins, and of course it's hectic behind the scenes, but Ayan and Lisa and her team were able to pull everything together. The outfits were really cute and chic and beautiful for the maternity wear and the non-maternity wear, the ready-to-wear stuff. Everybody in the crowd was oohing and eyeing, oh, I can't even say awing, over the pieces, including the ladies. And, you know, Lisa came out, did her bow. She looked so cute. And afterwards, the girls get together, and Nina want her french fries, child. And I've been on a french fry kick here lately, so I vibed with Nina on that one. But the girls sit down and tell her how good the show was, and Caroline's name came up, and Lisa kind of like just shrugged it off and rolled her eyes. And Nina was like, you know, I think she's just busy with the wedding and everything. And Milan didn't even say anything back to that. Her husband then came over and congratulated her and said that everybody's just buzzing and talking about the collection and how they're going to have so many sales. So overall, it was a really good episode. A lot of shadiness going on. I can't wait for everybody for things to come ahead, for people to start revealing stuff to other people's faces and not in their confessionals or behind their backs, child. Love tonight's episode. Overall, I'll give tonight's episode a B+. It was really good. But next week's episode, I feel, is going to be even stronger. Let me know what you guys thought about tonight's episode down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.